Hey there, neighbor. Welcome to Wild Homestead Living. I'm Julie.
And I'm Kevin, and today we're going to show you how to harvest stinging nettle, hopefully without getting stung.
Let's get started. So here we are, right around the spring equinox in the Great Pacific Northwest with some stinging nettles. And today we're going to be telling you more about them and one of our favorite spring traditions, which is harvesting them and using them in foods like soup. Now, nettles grow all over the world, and the stinging nettle that we have here gets its name from the effect that can happen if you brush against the underside of the leaf. Those leaves have these little tiny hairs on them that contain formic acid that can cause a stinging rash. Now, we hope that you enjoy this video, and wherever you're watching, at the end, if you have questions or comments, go ahead and scroll down and leave them for us.
So stinging nettle is a perennial plant, has fresh growth coming up each spring from rhizomes beneath the surface. The plant itself has a thick square stem, leaves that are arranged in an opposite fashion on that stem. The leaves themselves are heart-shaped with toothing along the edges, and on the underside you'll find those hairs that give the plant its name. And again, if you've ever touched stinging nettle, you know that that name stinging nettle is well earned.
So here is a nice little patch of nettles that we're going to harvest from. We're going to use ethical harvesting practices, which means that we only take 20 to 30% of what you see. So out of every 4, I'm only going to harvest 1. And we just take the first couple of sets of leaves. We put our bag under it. In this case, I'm using these wax canvas bags that Kevin and I made, and my little scissors. And I just make a cut and let the top fall into the bag.
Nettles like damp, disturbed areas, and they grow in a wide variety of soils. They're often found along waterways like the stream that you see behind me. These plants attract a large number of insects, especially when they get a little bit older and their flowers are in bloom. And the insects and the caterpillars that feed on these plants are in turn fed on by a wide variety of insect-eating birds.
So here's a nettle that I just harvested, and one of the beautiful things about holding this plant is thinking about how many human beings have used them over time. There are records of Romans eating them and using them to treat ailments. There's records of them being used in Tibet and Ireland in ancient times, as well as by native people in the United States. So something that we're eating today has been eaten and has nourished people throughout time.
Like other dark leafy greens, stinging nettle is high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and antioxidants. It also has a lot of iron, calcium, and other trace minerals. So it's a highly nutritious plant. So there's a little bit more about nettle and how you harvest it.
Here is our haul. We hope it inspires you to harvest your own.
Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you next time. Ready? High five.
High five.
Okay.
All right. Okay.